We got them. We got new spy photos of the 2020 Nissan Titan. I'm going to show you the new styling on the grille and the big news of the interior. We're going to get started right now. Hey, it's Temestral, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. And if your passion is trucks and SUVs like mine is, hit subscribe below, hit bell notification to be notified new videos I put out like this one. I got spy photos of the 2020 Nissan Titan. I'm sorry if my voice is echoey. I'm sorry the video's not great. I just landed in Bend, Oregon to drive the new 2020 Chevy Silverados, and this came through the email. So I left my mic at home, so this is what I got. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and put it on my screen. I'm going to show you the spy photos of this 2020 Nissan Titan. We expect it to be 2020. We'll kind of talk through these, what we're going to see, and starting with the interior, which is big news for Nissan. And then we'll wrap it up with some final thoughts. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's start with this interior. We can see the big knobs and the big screen. So it's definitely more... All right, let's take a look at these photos. We can see the big screen and the big knobs. I'm excited to see this big screen. This is the biggest screen I think I've ever seen in a Nissan product before. We can still see the start-stop button. We can still see the four-wheel drive shifter is the same. Many of the buttons below the heating and cooling are the same. So we can see that they're really working on that big infotainment screen. Looks like the down below the center console, looks like the cup holders are the same as well. So kind of flip through these. We can see the same shifter. It would be nice if they went a different size shifter. Just a little more style on that, maybe a little bit smaller. It's really a club kind of, like looks like a bat to some people. Some people like the big shifter and some people don't. So that's some conversation going on there. So as we zoom in, we can see, yeah, definitely the bigger size. That's really going to be a benefit, I think, to their truck. Probably be in the higher trim levels, Platinum Reserve, that kind of configurations. We can see the HVAC system. You know, the knobs are, everything's the same there. Nothing's changed there. The buttons below are all the same as far as I can tell. And the one blank there is usually for the heated steering wheel button, which I would personally like to see that flipped. Put somewhere else, put closer to the driver. On the outside, we can see the front end is heavily camouflaged. And it doesn't look like a whole lot has changed. The grille is going to be different. You can see that there's some changes going on the grille. Headlights look like they're a little bit different. The shape looks like the same kind of shape. Maybe a little bit different. You know, it used to have the reverse like L up there, the hockey stick, upside down hockey stick. Looks like we have another line below. Maybe they're changing the style there of the headlights. As we see it driving, we can see that it's basically the same. I mean, there's not many changes to the cab. The bed's about the same. We still have the same kind of droop down F-150 look by the mirror, and that the top of the windshield still comes down a little bit close. It doesn't have a whole lot of room there above the top of the windshield. As we come around the sides, you know, we're not seeing a whole lot of differences here. Everything's looking about the same. We'll go ahead and get around to the back. And the back you can see it's heavily camouflaged again. So maybe they're doing something back there. Maybe that's a step-down bed or something unique. You know, there's so many tailgate wars going on right now where tailgates are all different. Some 60-40 split like the Ford, or the Ram. The Ford's got the ladder that comes down. You know, Chevy's got the step-in. Maybe they're doing something back there. Maybe it's just going to be new badging in the back, and it's just going to be, I don't know, a little bit different. Looks like the handle's the same, though. I'm not seeing a whole lot of changes there at all. We can see the suspension the same. This is a Pro 4X. We can tell by the shocks, the yellow shocks there. And as we come around, not seeing a whole lot different. We have, this is a gasoline engine. This is probably just their V8, their Endurance V8. Not many changes back there. But maybe there's something behind the camouflage. Maybe they're testing a bigger name back there, maybe some more badges. Again, we'll look at the front one more time. You can see the fender's a little bit different. That's all covered up. So they're hiding something there. Maybe that's something unique, something going to change in 2021. Or 2020 is what they're expecting this to come out. There's the headlights. You can see that lower bar, the LED, that's going to be different. And again, guys, these are spy photos. The idea here is they're out testing this in the real world, and Spy Photographer takes photos of these and sends it in to us. So not that the manufacturers want us to see this. They have to go out there and test it. That's what the purpose of spy photos are. And I buy these like the bigger outlets do. I buy these photos from this. I pay them cash for these, and I put them on the screen so we can all talk about them and gossip about what's coming out new. The rear tail lamp, I'm not seeing a whole lot of changes there. Maybe you guys are better than I am. You can see some eagle eyes on the screen. You can see some changes. And then we wrap up with the rear, again, the rear tailgate. Not seeing a lot of changes, but that much camouflage, it just makes me wonder, maybe there are going to be some changes back there, which would be exciting. I'd like to see some changes. You can see the black circles, which is the parking sensors, are coming through the grill or through the bumper, and so I'm curious. I'm curious to see what's going on in the back because they got my curiosity up.
So there you go. There's the big news in a 2020 Nissan Titan. Finally, they're going to put a big screen in there. I'm actually, ironically, working on a 2019 video right now, and that's one of my beefs on the Nissan Titan. That screen looks great. It's a bigger screen, bigger knobs. I'm excited about that. Fixes some of the interior Timisms that I've had with the truck. I'm interested to see what that new grille is looking like. I'm hoping that it's bulkier. I'm hoping it's broader. I'm hoping the Nissan badge is bigger on that. I'm gonna get more of that. I'm disappointed by the cab. I was hoping that they would recess the top of the cab a little bit, give it a little more windshield in there, just a little bit more, like an inch or two of windshield, and allow a little more visibility inside the cabin and make it look a little bit more like the rest of the pickups in the marketplace. It's always kind of bugged me. As you line up pickups together, it really stands out. But hey, I'm glad they're doing something. The news is exciting to hear that they're considering doing something different with the XD. I think a V6 makes some sense, or a different kind of displacement. Still waiting to see the V6 gas for the 2020 Nissan Titan half-ton. That gas engine has been delayed and just hasn't come out. So hopefully that's going to come out soon. I think a V6 option would be great. Just more options. They have quite a few cab and bed options, but let's do more engine options. So there you go. So sound off below. Hit the like, comment, or, well, smash it if you like this video. The big thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Make sure you find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. Pickup Truck Talk on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Made it super simple, guys. We're all over the same places. And look for some driving impressions in the 2020 Chevy Silverado tomorrow. It's in our embargo, but I will put those out as soon as the embargo lifts. I'll give you some interviews and stuff I'm going to do tomorrow, some content coming on that pretty soon. So, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.